What if I told you heaven exists? Well, it does, and it has a name. Santorini. But you gotta know how to do it right. This is my guide to the holiest of lands, Detroit, Michigan. Oh, fuck no. Santorini, Greece. How's it going, Wanderlusters? This is me, Mitchell Mingrants from Mitchell Travels, and today I'm gonna cover my favorite piece of Earth, Santorini in the Cyclades, Greece. I'm gonna tell you where to go, what to eat, where to stay, but I'm also gonna tell you where and what to avoid, because let's be honest, that's fucking important. Let's suppose you're a complete idiot. Santorini is an island in Greece, perhaps the most famous island in all of Europe. This is really where I should insert that the more you know star. Santorini does have an international airport, but most people do arrive here in ferry. And how much that ferry costs really depends on your departure port. The key to Santorini is really figuring out what kind of Santorini experience do you want to have. Okay, so say you're like me, smoking hot firecracker, or just a single guy. Your best bet is to stay in the capital, which is called Fira. The reason being is pretty simple. You want to be central and you want some kind of nightlife, and Fira provides both of those things, as well as any other town, or better than any other town on the island itself. Now, if you got some old ball and chain, aka a significant other, your best bet is to stay in Ia. Now that's at the tip of the island. And why is that? Because that's just fucking beautiful, man. No, seriously, it's quaint, it's cozy, it's beautiful, it's picturesque, it's everything you ever imagined in a Greek postcard. That's Ia. But I'm a single young whippersnapper, so I stayed in Fira. But where did I stay in Fira? In the best bang for your buck ocean view hotel, Tzekos Villas. So for a relatively inexpensive $200 a night, I had the most stunning views from my hotel room service, a very large pool, especially considering Fira, and just the overall Santorini experience. But here's the downside to Santorini. It's expensive, and I mean very expensive. And the fact of the matter is, I booked that hotel for $200 a night because guess what? It was in late June and it wasn't peak season. That same hotel in peak season in August starts at $400 a night. So this is my Santorini travel tip. If you really want the Santorini experience with the caldera views in your hotel room, please do book something that is before mid-July. Because after that, you're really gonna get hit with a really hefty fee for that same exact beautiful ocean view room. Unless, of course, money is not an issue to you, and in which case you can donate to the Mitchell Needs a TV Show Fund. I would really appreciate any endorsements, thank you very much. I accept PayPal, I really do. So you checked in your hotel and you're hungry now. I got one huge piece of advice for you, buddy. Stay the fuck away from Caldera View restaurants. Trust me, you're gonna be paying a lot for very little just because it has a caldera view. You know, if you think about it, the same thing applies for everything in Santorini. Hookers on the caldera, way more expensive than hookers inside the main town away from the caldera. I just want a cheap hooker, that's it. It's like I gotta pay real estate tax. What the fuck? My go-to place in Fira, again, that's where I was staying, is one owned by a beautiful woman, and it is called Tabasco. You're hot, D, and you know it. I'm not gonna give out your name, but you're hot. Whew. Anyways, this place is amazing. I mean, I'm talking, you can get a gyro pita and a giant Greek salad for just about €11. Oh, also check out the main square. There's a lot of like different little places to eat for cheap. And then you know what? Go take a stroll and maybe have one drink along the caldera. You'll save a lot of money and you'll have a full belly. All right, so I actually did go out in Santorini quite a bit. Look, there's bars, there's small clubs, but most of it is in Fira. And this is what I'm telling you. If you are single and you do want to go out, do not by any means stay in Ia, because after 10 p.m., boy, you really got nothing to do besides go to a restaurant. Psst, you want to get laid? Stay in Fira. Laid is good. I think I'll listen to Mitchell. So it's time for my favorite part of my travel videos. The part where I get naked. No. It's time for some cool bonus tips on what to do in Santorini. Santorini is an island of views, and the best way to experience most of its views is renting a quad. So by all means, rent a quad and drive around the island. You really will not regret it. Number 2, and this is a very helpful tip. The sunset at Ia is really famous, but you know what? Any local on the island of Santorini will tell you that you can catch a beautiful Santorini sunset anywhere along the caldera, no matter if it's Amirovigli, Fira, Akotriri, or Ia itself. And my third tip is, if you really like shopping, then Ia in Santorini is your best bet. It's got all the best boutiques, it's got the most pleasant shops, and it's quite the stroll down Ia's cobblestone streets. And one last thing, the island of Santorini is the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my entire life. The fact of the matter is, cameras, pictures, videos do not do justice to the frame by frame utter beauty that you see with your own eyes when you're walking through, driving along, or strolling by any part of Santorini. But save some money because it's fucking expensive, but goddamn worth it. Alright guys, thank you for watching this awesome video on Santorini. And don't forget, if you like what you see, subscribe below. You like what you see? Subscribe. You want to subscribe? You're subscribing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook @Mitchell Travels. Catch you later, Wanderlusters.